After the great flood, Noah and his family stepped onto the earth anew and began their lives afresh. The memory of the flood still lingered in their hearts, but they believed in God's promise, trusting that the rainbow symbolized hope and new beginnings. Genesis chapter 10 tells the story of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, whose descendants spread across the world, founding cities and nations. Japheth was a cheerful and outgoing man. He and his wife had 7 sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshesh, and Tiras. Japheth's descendants gradually migrated northward, settling in coastal regions and forming prosperous island nations. Gomer's offspring became skilled seafarers, their fleets crossing the seas, becoming renowned maritime merchants. Every time they returned home, their ships were laden with precious spices, gems, and exotic treasures. The ports were always filled with joyful laughter. Madai's descendants settled on the plains, where they were brave and warlike, establishing numerous fortified city-states. The descendants of Madai enjoyed recounting the heroic deeds of their ancestors, with stories told around the campfire each night stirring their hearts. Ham was a diligent and clever man. He and his wife had 4 sons, Cush, Mizraim, Phut, and Canaan. Cush's descendant Nimrod was particularly valiant. He founded many cities, including Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh, becoming the first mighty hunter on earth, revered by many. Mizraim's descendants built magnificent cities and pyramids, showcasing extraordinary architectural talent. Their civilization was known for its wisdom and mystery. Every sunrise, the light reflecting off the pyramids illuminated the land, symbolizing eternity and strength. Canaan's descendants spread across the fertile lands of the eastern Mediterranean, founding numerous prosperous cities and kingdoms. The children of Canaan lived off agriculture and trade, their fields rich with crops and markets bustling with activity. Shem was a wise and devout man. He and his wife had 5 sons, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. Shem's descendants were particularly known for their wisdom and faith, establishing many cultural and civilized centers. The descendants of Ashur founded the powerful Assyrian Empire, famous for its military and cultural achievements. Their cities were grand and majestic, with palaces filled with the brilliance of wisdom and art. Noah's descendants, through their efforts and wisdom, multiplied and prospered across the world, establishing countless cities and nations. Their story is not only one of survival and rebirth, but also the origin of human civilization. Through the descendants of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, we see the revival and reconstruction of humanity after a disaster, and how faith, hard work, and wisdom have shaped our world. These ancient stories make us reflect on whether we, in our own lives, can be like Shem, Ham, and Japheth by rebuilding our homes and creating a better future through our efforts and wisdom, even in the face of adversity. These stories remind us that no matter what challenges we face, with steadfast faith and hard work, we can build a new world filled with hope.